Hola mi gente, this is Arby Beltran from NYY News. Guys, the waiting is finally over. We have live baseball back, baby. Yankees baseball. This is what we all been waiting for a couple of months now. Spring training, first game against the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's go. I'm pumped. I know you guys are as well. I wanted to bring up a topic of who are we most interested in seeing during the spring trainings. And, the obvious popular answers has been Jameson Taillon, Corey Kluber, Gary Sanchez. And there's no wrong answer. Obviously, those are the top three obvious choices because, Gary Sanchez has been struggling mightily on offense and behind the plate. And we all know with the injury history with Jameson Taillon and Corey Kluber recently. But my answer, I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to say Gleyber Torres will be the player that I'll be most interested in seeing during the spring training. And this is why. Last season, we all know Gleyber Torres has struggled playing shortstop. Throwing errors, not fielding the ball right. And during the offseason, us fans were saying we need to upgrade in the shortstop position. And I was one of them. I'm not going to lie, I was one of them. But then again, I look back, it was a short season last season, 60 games. Not everybody had a proper training. And, I'm willing to give Gleyber Torres another shot playing shortstop this season. There's no excuses, guys. This year, there's no excuses. He has a proper offseason training. He's been practicing a shortstop a lot more, being light on his feet, better accuracy throwing, and I feel like this is going to be a big year for Gleyber Torres because if not, Brian Cashman reportedly has been has spoken with the Cleveland Indians during the offseason about Francisco Lindor, and we all said Cashman has to do whatever it takes to acquire Lindor because he's a better shortstop than Gleyber Torres, which is true. We all know that. Francisco Lindor, that's his natural position, shortstop. Gleyber Torres is actually second baseman and also plays shortstop. But Cashman had talks with the Indians, and actually there was reports early on. I forgot who was it that reported it. I don't know if it was John Heyman or somebody else that said Cashman had an offer on the table for the Indians, which included Gleyber Torres and Deivi Garcia for Francisco Lindor and Carlos Carrasco. But Hal Steinbrenner turned him down. He didn't want to go through the arbitration salary, and which was owed like $20 million to Lindor, and he didn't want to give another $300 million contract. So that just goes to show you that Cashman isn't all there in Gleyber Torres. He still doesn't fully trust Gleyber Torres playing shortstop. And remember, early in the offseason when Cashman had an interview with Meredith, she asked Cashman how does he feel about Gleyber Torres playing shortstop. Yes, he did say Gleyber Torres is our shortstop moving forward. But he also said publicly that Gleyber Torres is a better second baseman than shortstop. Right there, that's a big red flag. You don't hear Cashman talking about his players like that, saying he's a better position than another one. So right there, this goes to show you that Gleyber Torres, this is the year for him, because if he messes up again this year, struggles again playing shortstop, who knows during the trade deadline if an offer comes up that the Yankees can refuse and they have to trade Gleyber Torres. I truly do believe Cashman would trade Gleyber Torres, but obviously it will be for a legit starter pitcher like Luis Castillo of that caliber, not just to anybody. It would have to be the perfect offer that the Yankees can refuse. So for me, guys, Gleyber Torres will be my choice for the spring training. And I have a good feeling that Gleyber Torres will have a great season this year. because he knows it. He has to improve playing defense. There's no other choice. And that's another reason why the Yankees didn't go after Didi Gregorius, didn't try to re-sign him, because I believe they're willing to give Gleyber Torres one more shot playing shortstop. Because if not this year, if he's still the same, I truly do believe that if a right opportunity comes at the trade deadline or next offseason, where the shortstop class of free agent is insane with Francisco Lindor, Trevor Story, if both of them haven't signed an extensions yet with their teams, Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, and other shortstops, Marcus Semien. So it's gonna be a big season for Gleyber Torres, and to keep an eye on him. So guys, I want to hear your answers of who you are interested in looking at during spring training. Just leave your answers on the comments below. And this is my first audio. And don't worry, there will be more videos and audio throughout the season this year. All right, guys.